Hi, I'm Lita Leapin.
And I'm Jim Gordon.
Welcome to another special edition of Our City Tonight.
Well, it's special because, in our opinion, the holiday season has kicked off full drive, and what better place to do it for gift ideas, food and non-food wise. Here to our friends, Bosa Foods in their Kootenai store. Lita, there are so many great ideas. Well, I'm buying a ton of food here today, but it's some
Not
great
just
gifts.
food, though. Right behind us, this is why we chose to do the intro here, is a lot of non-food items that are great gifts as well at Bosa.
That's right. Coming up later in the show, we're going to dive into a lot of great food gift ideas you're not going to want to miss. But let's get right to Our City Tonight. Well, hello there, Port Moody. It is great to be out in this wonderful city. I'm at a great spot called the 160 Restaurant and Wine Bar, joined by my pal, GM and wine expert guy, Mark Taylor, who has us out here again. Mark,
Hello.
Thanks for having us out here. We're doing more and more to get out into the burbs where a lot of our viewers are, and this is a great spot. I'm excited to try some cocktails and, of course, sample your great food. Give us a little background first on this wonderful spot.
Okay, well, first of all, in the burbs, the great thing about Port Moody is there's no bridges and tunnels to get here from Vancouver.
Yes, that's right.
And handy on the SkyTrain, too. So, the background of this place. So, a couple of the owners used to own a couple of breweries in the area.
Yeah,
So,
we're in Beer Alley on Murray Street, aren't we?
and Lori Horvath, in particular, felt the market for a good wine bar. So,
Yeah.
put together this group with a fine kitchen and hired me, and off, here we go.
Well, took us a while to get here. I'm very glad we're here. Of course, we're going to talk wine because that's your expertise, but we can't ignore cocktails. You've got a couple
Right.
here, kind of diverse here. Let's start with this one, which I will be sampling as you discuss it.
Okay, in front of you, you have a classic French 75, although it's a little twist on the classic.
Okay.
So a regular French 75 would be gin and lemon and a little simple syrup like most cocktails have, and strained and topped with cava, right? But we found a local distillery on Vancouver Island called Sheringham, and they make what they call a lemon gin, but this is not your grandma's lemon gin.
Yeah.
But it pretty much has all the ingredients already, so we can use that right away and chill it down, top it off with cava, which is a sparkling wine from
Yes,
Spain.
Glorioski,
Twist of
that's
lemon.
nice.
I know. For refreshing.
Yeah, and I know it's perfect for the warmer weather, but I'd be drinking that all year round.
Of course.
No, this is something different, but a classic.
Right, an old fashioned. I mean, most of our cocktail programs more dealing with the classics, which is just, real drinks for adults.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
So old fashioned is very classic. It's a simple bourbon drink with a little bitters and some simple syrup. And that is stirred with ice, and we use one of the large ice cubes so it doesn't dilute further. And a little orange peel on there. The beautiful oil from the orange just gives it a lift like that. Am I allowed to drink
You
this?
can certainly have a sip of that. You
Okay.
own the place, or you're the GM of the place, I should say. Yeah, that's great. I love that. I see more and more people, of course, enjoying the classic cocktails, which is great.
I mean, they're classic for a reason.
Yeah. Hey, we of course got to talk wine. That's a big part of your restaurant here. You have so many great wine-related specials during the week, which we must mention. First of all, a great wine selection. You
Thanks.
take it from there.
Sure. So the basis of the wine list here is accessible for everyone to enjoy, but I've also got a lot of wines in there that are interesting for the real wine geeks. That'll be something that they're excited about tasting.
Sure.
Almost the entire list are wines that aren't readily available in the BC liquor system. So I'm going to tastings and dealing with industry every week to find, I'm out there trying to find really good wines. It's the most fun part of my job.
Yeah.
Of course. And so that's been great. We have a lot of wine. We have over 25 wines by the glass.
That's good.
We have a little less than half of our wine list is British Columbia because we're living in a wine region, so why not? And then we Wednesday night we offer, it's Wine Wednesday, so all the bottles of wine are 30% off. So that's been very popular.
Sure.
And then we also have flights of wine. I think people are familiar with flights. So we have 3 little 2-ounce glasses, and it's usually a thematic something or other.
Yeah.
I mean, currently we have a 2 varietal, like we have a flight of Chardonnay and a flight of Cabernet just to get, because people like to compare the different, region styles.
Yeah.
have fun.
No, I think that's a great way. There are not enough places doing that, which I wish more would, because it gives you a choice, a little opportunity to sample some wines you may not order.
And a lot of people, they're not drinking as much volume these days, right?
Yeah.
But people still want to drink quality.
Sure.
I mean, if they have money to spend and take care of them, treat themselves.
Yeah.
But they don't want to sit here and booze and all night, but still tasting little tastes of things is just a fun exploration of the wine world.
Sounds good. We're going to finish these cocktails and then we're going to check out some food. Well, Mark and I have gone from wine and cocktails in the bar area. We're over a lovely table and we're going to talk food. Now, Mark, you have chosen 2 dishes to kind of illustrate to our viewers some of what they can expect here.
Right. 2 of my favorites, especially this time of year.
Right.
I mean, our menu we're known for small plates, share plates, things like that.
Right.
But you don't have to share.
Yeah, I'm not sharing any of this with anybody if I show up here. That's the way.
We have smaller plates, larger plates. So this is, shall I just launch in? Tell you
Let's
what they're
start
all
with
about?
this one here, yeah.
Okay. The smaller one here, we have seared scallops, which are just amazing.
Right.
It's on a cauliflower puree with some cauliflower. And if I recall, a balsamic apple bacon jam.
Oh, nice.
Which is, I know, so those flavors together are just amazing.
And yeah, again, I'm not sharing this, but I appreciate that there are people out there that will share this. But no, it's a lovely looking dish, and this one, of course, too, is.
I was going to say, if there's 4 at your table, we can add a scallop.
Oh
So
no,
we're
I
good, so
get
you don't
that.
have to
Okay,
fight over
you're
that.
playing with the customers.
Yeah,
That's
of
nice. You're
course.
willing to help
Yep.
them out. Excellent.
Yeah. Slow braised beef cheek. It's perfect. I mean, it's fall right there in the bowl, right?
Yeah,
And the
perfect
perfect
for
red
fall.
wine pairing. So slow braised, like 6 hours. This beef, like a soft piece of beef. It's just fork ready. Don't need a knife for this.
Yeah.
It's got some duck fat potatoes, my favorites. And that one has a parsnip puree and braised cauliflower and like a slow reduction jus, of course, to give it the richness. So that's an amazing meat dish.
We always talk to restaurant people when we do these segments about menus and how often you change. Are you seasonal? I mean, do you bring things in around now? We're into November.
I'd say seasonal is a good way to do it, but we generally don't do like an entire menu changeover.
No, of course.
Things are evolving, and the chef will put out like a special, and if it really takes off and everyone really loves it, we'll find a way to incorporate that onto the menu. And yeah, it evolves with the seasons generally.
Right.
Like we just did a switch from summer to fall flavors, so.
And you mentioned in our earlier about, you've got great wine specials and cocktail specials. You've also got some good food specials. One that caught my eye, I believe, was Thursday night.
We do a beef, roast beef on Thursdays, but it's a little different. It's not your traditional pub roast beef.
Yes, that's important to say that. Nothing against pub roast beef.
No,
We've all
it's
enjoyed
great, but
that.
we're just doing a little different.
Yeah.
So he's done like we actually pre-portion. It's still a roast beef, but we portion it and sous vide cook it for a long time, and then it's finished seared on the grill.
Yeah.
So it's like a little different. I know I love the pub thing, but it's a big slice of sort of pink and ready to go.
Yeah.
This one's like has a dark outside because we finish it like that. And it's another like main plate.
We should also mention too, you've got for our viewers, at the moment not open during the weekdays.
Correct.
You've just started
We're
a
doing
brunch.
brunch. Yeah, it's been very
that's
popular.
Saturday, Sunday.
Right.
Yeah.
So a few elements from our dinner menu, but of course the brunch favorites, the eggs Benedict kind of thing.
Yeah.
We have an egg handheld fried egg sandwich, waffles for yourself or for the kids or whatever. We make them in-house. Everything's really amazing. So brunch has taken off. It's been really great.
And also a great hangover special.
Yes.
And we should also say too, it's not obviously the season. You've just kind of wound it down recently, but you do have a really nice patio too.
Yeah.
'Cause, for our viewers, they're not in Port Moody. I didn't know this, but you said that the Port Moody, the patios are dog friendly.
Yeah. And we're right on a great dog walking route over here. So lots of people. We even have a few seats. We're going to keep them in the winter under cover for the occasional dog person who wants to have a glass of wine.
Cool. My measuring of geographically where you are is close to Newport Village, where we have done segments in the past. So this has been great. We are really making an effort to get out to some of these spectacular restaurants that are in the suburbs and not staying just downtown. It's the 160 Restaurant and Wine Bar. Come check this great place out. Open every day, not during the day, but you open at 4 or 5.
We open at 5, except Friday, Saturday, Sunday, we open at 3 p.m. And then Saturday, Sunday, 11:30 right the way through.
Excellent. Hey, thanks to Mark, and we want to thank Lori and everybody else here.
Roman was your barman.
Roman was our barman,
And Preston was the chef.
Thank you,
Is
Preston.
still.
Wonderful. Hey, thanks to everybody here for looking after us. Come check this great place out in Port Moody, a wonderful spot. We should say you're actually close to a number of SkyTrain stations, which is always good.
Right up.
Come check it out. Thanks, Mark.
Thank you.
This segment is sponsored by Bosa Foods, with 2 locations to serve you. Bosa Foods, authentic Italian.
Well, it's coming up to holiday season, and nothing says Christmas and holidays like Italian cake. And what I'm talking specifically is panettone. I'm going to go right over to Lorenzo, and can you tell us what panettone is exactly?
Okay, so panettone is a typical Christmas cake that together with Pandoro we have every year for Christmas. Is typically, this is a short cake, and they leave it to levitation for a long time, usually more than like 4 or 5 hours, even 6. And then you cook it to a low temperature in the oven for other 2-3 hours. Usually panettone is filled with raisins and candied fruit.
Wonderful.
As well.
And it's delicious. Now,
delicious.
Rosa, this particular cake is very, very special. Tell us why.
The special is because it's the Tuesday family. They've been making for 4 generations the balsamic in the modern. This is a particular panettone. It has the balsamic in the panettone.
Wonderful. Well, I know my crew can't wait to try this wonderful panettone. Anything to add in particular? There's so many varieties here at Bosa to choose from.
It's unbelievable how many panettone we have in the store here. The quality, the flavor, everything people to choose. They can use it as a present or with the family. But Christmas time, Italian way, now it's in the Canadian way, everybody use that.
That's wonderful. Thank you both for sharing this. This is going to become a new tradition in my home for sure. Well, we are going to learn a little bit more about Italian cake, and we're going to join Jim now with Chef Elise.
Thanks, Lita. Boy, I drew the lucky straw here with Chef Elise, and oh my goodness, Italian cake. I cannot wait to try this. We've got the finished product right here, but Chef Elise is going to talk a little bit about what you offer here with this and how you prepare it. You take it away.
Okay. The Pandoro is a typical Italian Christmas cake, star-shaped. And what we do is we slice the Pandoro 5 layers, and in between we either make the espresso simple syrup,
Cherries here.
and almonds. This is espresso simple syrup, so it's half espresso and half sugar. And you give it a good dousing.
Yes, of course. Oh yes, we can't go without this. And what are you putting on here?
This is Chantilly cream, which is a sugar whipping cream.
Oh wow.
This has been also flavored with our mascarpone and espresso coffee. So in between the layers, we'll take our cherries.
And please tell us, as you mentioned to me off camera, real cherries. This isn't maraschino cherries.
These are wild cherries. The Fabry family has been doing this since 1905, I believe.
So they know what they're doing then.
Yes, they know what they're doing. So cherries in between,
Yeah.
a little bit of almond in between.
Okay, I'm going to try this right now. I've got a cherry here. Excellent. Oh my God, that's so good. Wow. I'm not going to swear this time. That's really good. Hey, and we should talk. You can make this at home. Restaurant cards here. How popular are you going to be when you take this to a party?
You would be very
Yeah.
popular and be a little different than doing gingerbread house.
Yes.
It's something unique, something different, and I believe you would be the hit of a party bringing that in.
Oh, that Christmas tree cake looked amazing, and I know it tasted great too. But we're back here with Rosa and Lorenzo to talk about another panettone. What makes this one so special?
This is called Freccaro. And being for 90 years in Italy, I've been very lucky to work and know this company. Now we got a many different flavors, starting with antico, with the pistachio, with the regular panettone. So we got a large variety. This is Pomodoro with a many flavors to choose. And it's they use the sourdough mother yeast, which make the best quality in flavor.
Well, last panettone we're going to talk about, although Bosa carries over 10 different panettones and over 10 different styles of panettone in each brand sometimes. So this is a lot to talk about, but we're going to end on this. Lorenzo, you're going to tell us about the last one.
Okay, so this one is a typical panettone from Sicily.
Okay.
And all the products that is from this panettone, both the apricot that's in it and pineapple.
Ooh, how interesting.
And the pistachio as well. It's actually very good. They are all from Sicily. So it's raw ingredient from Sicily, handcrafted the panettone as well. They wrap it both in paper and the box over there.
Oh, that's so beautiful. What a great gift.
It's very great gift, especially the box for Christmas is very nice.
I have to say, nothing says holiday season more than these beautiful gift baskets that are available here at Bosa. And when you wander around the store, there is so many to choose from. Michelle, you're with us, and you are the lady in charge of the gift baskets. Tell us a little bit more about these beautiful gifts.
Okay, so today I've chosen this beautiful red pie dish gift basket, one of the choices that we have in our catalog. These are custom-made baskets with these beautiful products all added inside. We do have a wide range of baskets to choose from, including this beautiful pie dish, which is added to this basket, which you can use as an extra.
That's a wonderful addition. I mean, to be used all year round,
all year round. Or consumers can come in, they can choose to make a custom basket with this beautiful box. You can walk around the store, pick your products, and we'll make this beautiful basket for you. And you can take it away.
That's wonderful. And I always say, encourage all the customers, don't just go in all the consumables. There's a great area that is non-food to accent the basket. And you'd be such a hero coming to someone's house with that. I would love to have that under the tree.
And you can choose a sweet basket, a charcuterie basket, a savory basket. We have all the products, so you can make your own basket.
And they all have names, right?
They all have names. Yep, they all have names, from chopping board to snowman to beautiful Augusto baskets. We have it all.
Wonderful. And we have to mention your chocolate.
We do. The Olivia chocolates they're from the Piedmont region. They're from a family that has been making chocolates for 80 years. And they're in beautiful designs. These beautiful boxes can be added to any of the gift baskets.
Oliva chocolates, actually, Jim and I have tasted these at some of the events, and they're absolutely to die for.
They're very yummy.
All right. Well, thank you, Michelle.
Thank you.
Just beautiful in this store. If you want to feel in the Christmas spirit and a holiday spirit, you definitely want to come down to Bosa. Thank you.
This segment was sponsored by Bosa Foods, with 2 locations to serve you. Bosa Foods, authentic Italian.
Well, it has been about 4 years since we have filmed in this lovely restaurant at the corner of Homer and Smythe. It is Per Se Social Corner. The reason we're here, well, we're back together with our friends and partners at the Access Planning Company. Now, they first introduced us to a whole group of wonderful brands, liqueurs, and other great stuff last spring when we filmed across the street at Homer Street Cafe. We're back together with the team again. Great to have you. This time we're joined, I should say, by Yuki Konushi, who is the president of Access Planning.
Yeah.
Great to see you again,
Good
sir.
to see you again. Thank you.
Okay, it is autumn. It's raining outside. We want to hear about some great drinks and cocktails we can sample. But before we get to those at the bar with Zach, let's talk again and refresh our viewers about some great history on the brands. Starting with Umeshu.
Okay.
Tell us exactly, our viewers, what that is.
Okay, so umeshu mean that the Japanese word ume liqueur.
Ume
Is
liqueur.
not the ume wine. It's not a fermented beverage. So basically, it's the spirit base, and then made by the stirring in a ume plum, and the sugar and the alcohol over the years. So that's the umeshu.
And you should say it's not any type of wine, though, is it?
No, it's not a fermented beverage. It's a spirit base. It's basically the liqueur.
Right.
It's a ume liqueur. It's a ume mean that the Japanese word is a plum.
Right.
But it's totally different than the local kind of a plum. It's more like a much bigger. It's more like an apricot, looks like, but more tasty.
And let's talk about the Choi brand and the Choi Mishu company. A great long history. We talked about this last spring, but just give a refresher for our viewers, because they go back decades and decades.
Okay, so the Choi is the world #1 plum kind of a producer, plum liquor kind of a producer. So they established in 1914. It's over 100 years of history. They try to expertly crafting ume, and the Japanese originated it's a liqueur. So basically we're known because also that Choya is International Spirit Challenge 2 consecutive years in a gold kind of award. It's a winner. So very well known in a global market, not just in Japan. So.
Yeah, because I'm seeing it in more and more restaurants in this city that people are getting excited about that and attracted to it. And they've been doing it since 1914, so clearly they know what they're doing.
Yes, yeah.
Okay. What about now, one of the other cocktails we're going to talk about has Uji green tea.
Okay.
Tell our viewers about that.
Uji green tea is is basically, that's a umeshu, but it's mixed with the high quality with the Uji green tea leaves.
Right.
So it's the name of the Uji green tea is actually from the Uji city in Kyoto prefecture. It's a southern district of the Kyoto. I mean, at the southern district of the Kyoto prefecture. There's a Uji city that's known as a high quality tea town. So the Choya just made a decision to use those high quality Uji green tea leaves. So they mix with the high quality umeshu. So that's the Uji green tea.
One of the brands I really liked was the Choya 23. Let's give our viewers a little background on that.
Okay. Choya 23 is it's only available in Canada, not in Japan actually.
Okay.
So the 23 mean that the alcohol contents in the 23% alcohol contents, and the basically use the only natural ingredient, not any artificial additive. Basically, the Choya not gonna use any artificial additive in any of their product. You know, the Choya is basically there's actually in the market many actually plum wine. I mean, a plum liqueur is a producer, but it has lots of the artificial additive,
Right.
which is it's a flavoring and also the carrying. Those are artificial additives can squeeze at the cost of those, but Choya never gonna do it.
No artificial.
Yes.
Actually, you have some good websites. People can get some more information. Let's first talk about your Sake magazine
Yes.
website, which we're showing on the screen right now. People can get a lot of information about all your brands, correct?
Yes, that's right. So the Sake magazine, we're running a Sake magazine, has lots of the alcohol beverage, Japanese alcohol beverage information in there. So also at the same time, we're running actually the Sake maps, which is similar to the Google map.
Yeah, which is a website you can see on the screen right now. That's right.
So you can find that the Choya, where to drink and where to buy. So that's the Sake map. So it's very convenient, very good kind of information in there.
Oh, this is excellent. Hey, and this is your first time on the show. Well done. I like what you did.
Thank you.
Very professional, really good.
Is that okay?
And better than me.
All right.
Hey, it's Yuki Kanoshi from Access Planning, the president. Okay, we're going to go from the table and talking about the history and everything. Now we're going to go check out the cocktails that you can get here at Social Corner involving Choya and the many other brands. Thanks, sir.
Thank you.
Well, I've gone from a table to behind the bar, which is kind of cool. We've had our education and learned a little more about the history and the great history, I should say, of the Choya brand. Zach's now going to talk to me about the brand Choya in the cocktails. Zach, you're the recently appointed, congratulations, recently appointed bar manager. Your front lines with the cocktails. You're going to talk to us about 3 great cocktails that are very popular here at Social Corner.
Absolutely.
What is our first one here?
First one is our green tea. So this was featured most recently on our summer fall menu. So last chance to get that, another week or so. Definitely a top seller.
Right.
Super refreshing. We've got our Choya green tea in there, as well as a pisco base. There's a little bit of coconut tequila and white port, lime juice to round it out, and that beautiful cucumber ribbon on top.
Very nice. And the second one here, what are we doing here?
Yeah, so this one's coming into our fall and winter menu. It's called Prelude. We do a cracked pepper and basil-infused Chopin vodka. And then, of course, the Choya 23. Cucumber tonic comes in on top, and you really get that ume flavor at the end.
That's very cool. This last one looks really
Yeah, so this was a feature cocktail made by one of our bartenders, Jeff.
Okay.
So this is our matcha martini. We're using the Choya green tea again, which is a lower ABV. So this is for people who want maybe not as stiff of a drink.
Oh, so a little lighter then.
It's a little bit lighter, yeah. And then, of course, creamy and matcha flavors come through with a nice ginger hibiscus foam on top.
I always ask this of chefs, and I ask people like yourself who are bar managers about always looking to create new, exciting new drinks. Can you entice people in to a cocktail maybe that's out of their comfort zone, for lack of a better phrase?
Yeah, I mean, you got to get the flavors right.
Yeah.
And if you can do that, then it opens a whole new set of doors for people. Yeah.
Very nice. Come check out these great cocktails courtesy of Choya and Zach here at the Per Se Social Corner. Zach, I'm going to have a little taste of this one right now.
Please do.
Ooh. This will be staying with me. Thank you, Zach.
Thank you very much. Cheers. Thank you.
Closed captioning and other promotional considerations provided by Hamilton High Street Senior Residence, Richmond's newest senior living community.
Back here at Bosa Foods, their Kootenai Street location. It's their main location, Lita, back in the non-food section of the
Yes.
store, but
look what we have. Jim, I got you a holiday present.
wow, I got you this too. Good, such good food here. Anyway, come check this location out, their Commercial Drive location as well. Holiday gift ideas, food-wise, you want to get in early rather than later because Christina, looking at off camera, when it's gone,
Yes.
right?
So many good gift
So
baskets.
come now and buy all this stuff. I'm Jim Gordon.
I'm Lita Leapin.
We'll see you on the next edition of Our City Tonight. Okay, good.
Okay.
See you.
Don't forget to check out past episodes and individual interviews, all on the Our City Tonight YouTube channel. The Richmond Sentinel, providing news, entertainment, and human interest stories in print and online.